I'm Nathan from Pack Hacker, and in this video, we are taking a detailed look at the Bihn Cadet, which I've been testing for the last 3 weeks. Head on over to our website for the full written review, links in the description below. Let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing I actually want to cover on this bag is the shoulder strap, just because once I take it off, the bag becomes a little bit easier to interact with on the camera. So first and foremost, this is the Bihn Absolute shoulder strap. It's the upgraded version on their website. It does come with a free one, but it's pretty much just this material here. It doesn't have this nice padding, and for an extra bit of money you can get the upgraded Absolute shoulder strap, which actually goes on to a few different other Bihn bags as well. And in all honesty, I think it's worth the purchase. It's this super dense kind of spongy foam. It's really comfortable, and it's hard to kind of describe it. It's just comfortable, you know, there's a little bit of stretch in it. It's really soft. You throw it onto your shoulder, you don't realize it's there. It's not really a pain. It just sits on there all good. And it's something I'd probably, after using this thing for a few weeks, I'd recommend picking up. I think it's worth it. It's easy to kind of detach, and it's got these nice buckles on here as well, which are surprisingly nice to interact with. They're really heavy. They have a little 360 here. The straps don't dangle if you suit them, kind of adjust them up enough. I've worn it, Rebecca's worn it, who's a bit shorter than I am. They adjust just fine. And yeah, kind of that being said, really digging the shoulder strap on this one. You can throw this one, use it kind of crossbody style. You can pop it just over one shoulder, or you can also get onto the handles, which I'll get onto later on. But yeah, so that's the Bihn Absolute shoulder strap. Definitely, I think, worth picking up. Although that being said, the normal one, which is just kind of this material without the padding, you'll be able to get away with, but for the extra bit of money, I think this is a great little purchase. So I'll just throw this to the side and we'll get into the actual bag itself. So I'll turn it around to the front. When it comes to material, we've got this nice 525D ballistic nylon on the front, which is really nice, durable, nothing overkill, but just a good solid material. And then on the inside, which I'll show you just by opening this, we've got this 200D ripstop material here, which is nice and adds a little bit of color and brightness to the pack. So all good there. Following on the materials, we've got YKK zippers, which are really solid. However, I must note on this bag that it took some getting used to, and it's a little bit annoying still because the zippers do take quite a bit of work to open. Now, I think that's because they have this kind of weatherproofing or weather resistance a little bit under here, which, you know, would make them a little bit stickier, especially around the corners. And then it's not an easy bag to zip and unzip. It has got maybe a little bit better over time, over the last 3 weeks, but all in all, as you can see there, they are sticky zippers, and they are, you know, they're definitely not easy to throw open. You always kind of have to have one hand, purchase one, and then kind of get it open. So that's definitely a note, but the zippers themselves are solid, just a little bit hard to use, which is definitely a con on this pack. And we'll update the usage timeline if, for whatever reason, they get smoother over time. And then also all of the hardware on this thing is solid. We've got Bihn designed, made in the USA, little attachment points here that are really solid. Yeah, really nothing crazy to note on that front. As with Bihn on most of their stuff, it's made in the USA. They use really great materials, and yeah, they're kind of keeping up with what they do over there with this bag, which is no surprise. Then we will just look at the top handles here, which offer a kind of briefcase style carry. These top handles are really nice. I've actually preferred using them as opposed to popping the shoulder strap over if you're just kind of getting out your car and walking in to the house or something. For, you know, shorter modes of carry, they're really easy to just pick up and use, especially when there's nothing too heavy. But that shoulder strap, throwing it over, is also a really great way to carry this bag. And yeah, you know, carry wise, it's pretty solid. Nothing too crazy to report, just what you'd expect from a good messenger bag. Then I think it's about time. We'll get inside the bag just a second, but finally we've got this little pass-through here. Now, it's actually not a pass-through, as you can see right now. It kind of is a little pocket at the back of the bag, but which I haven't used, by the way, but some people would, you know, throw some stuff in the back there. But it's got a little zipper here, which, as you can hopefully see, and if you unzip that, it turns into a kind of luggage pass-through, which is a really thoughtful touch. So it's a luggage pass-through if you want to use it like that, and if you don't, it kind of like a little sleeve pocket on the back of the bag. So that's pretty cool. Some nice design thinking going on there over at Tom Bihn, which isn't a surprise at all. Then we'll get onto this front compartment. Oh, in fact, we just have the little pocket on the front here, which is, I actually really like, because this front compartment is quite a big compartment, so is the one at the back. This is a nice little quick grab pocket, and I've just got a wallet in there on the front. Nice little size, just pop quicker grab items. Then we've got this front compartment here. You can definitely see the zippers there, as I was mentioning earlier on. And this folds back quite nicely, just like that. And as you can see, quite a lot of organization going on. There's not a load of depth in this. And I have found if I put bigger items into this, it does eat up main compartment space. But let's run you through what we've got going on inside. So I've just got a little pouch down here. There's a little bit of room in the front for you to pop stuff. Got some hand sanitizer gel in there. That pocket actually works really well on the right. A face mask here. I've only got one pen. There is quite a few pen pockets over here to the left, but I only carry one with me, so it's just that one there. But people that carry plenty of pens, which are typically the people that are going to buy a bag like this, there's plenty of pockets. And then, yeah, it's a face mask, and we've just got a little key lash there for my keys and my car keys, which is great. Pop that out of the bag, and you're good to go. Then finally, we've got a Tom Bihn Ghost Well pouch, which is secured using one of their O-ring attachment points, as you can see right there. That's really nice. I mean, in all honesty, I'd probably just have this at the bottom, like I've got this one, but there's no ring attachment point there. You may as well use it, right? And that's, to be honest, the compartmentalization and the modular stuff that Tom Bihn's going on, I'm quite a big fan of. So yeah, that's the front compartment. Room for a little bit of organization. The size of the pockets are a little bit limiting at times, but overall, if you don't want to be carrying tech pouches and stuff, there's some good organization in the front there for all your bits and bobs. Then we'll go into the main compartment, and this is a real beefy number 10 YKK zips. The other ones are number 8. There's a real beefy one at the top here. We'll unzip this, and a massive zipper actually. And inside, nothing too much crazy going on. I'll just get out the stuff first. So I've got a MacBook charger there and just some headphones. Because there is organization in the front, I found I don't necessarily need a tech pouch with this, so I've just got those two larger items in there. And I've also got room for a hoodie, which I'll carry out with me as it's getting a little bit cooler. Then, as you can see here, there's a little divider pocket, and in that, I've just got a little notepad. And that's pretty much it. I'll just pop out this laptop sleeve, which is the Bellroy laptop sleeve. I haven't got my laptop in it at the moment, but there you go for a size comparison. This is actually quite a big laptop sleeve. It's a 15-inch laptop, but the laptop sleeve takes up quite a bit of room, but it fits in there quite nicely. And then on that note, I will just say that if you're going to have a laptop in this, which to be honest is one of the main purposes of the bag, you are going to need to have it in a sleeve, just because there's really no false bottom at the bottom. And also, one nice thing that Tom Bihn does, if you're a fan of everything they do and buying into the ecosystem, is they've got these little attachment points here for their Tom Bihn laptop cache, which you can get the right size for your laptop. It suspends it in the bag, and if you have one or if you want to pick one up, it's a really nice idea. Otherwise, what I found works is just having a laptop sleeve and popping it inside there, which is also just fine, but take a little bit of getting used to, especially if there's like, if you're used to your own dedicated laptop compartment. This one doesn't necessarily have it. But there we go, I'll just zip that back up. And that's pretty much all there is to cover with the Tom Bihn Cadet. Check out packhacker.com for the full written review, along with the best buying options of this bag that helps support the channel at no additional cost to you. Link in the description below. We'll see you in the next video.